Hi Scorpio, welcome to your July 2020 reading. Thanks for joining us. My name's Michelle.
My name's Richard.
Let's get started with your oracle cards. Scorpio, 2 popped out for you, so I took them both. We have the Secret of Shinobi, and we also have Brilliant Virgin. Now I'm going to start with Brilliant Virgin because I feel that that's the main energy that I'm picking up around this. I actually feel that these two together work as High Priestess energy. So when we talk about the Brilliant Virgin, it's about staying true to who you are and staying the course, not allowing yourself to be swayed from your own course. There's a feeling here of belief in oneself, in something that is good, in something that is pure and true. It may be an original thought, an original idea. It may just be you. Other people may not get it straight away. But I do think that when it comes to you as a person, Scorpio, it's about knowing yourself, knowing who you are, being true to who you are, and kind of allowing that truth to come out in a way in which it feels with Secret of Shinobi that this is about keeping things close to your chest. Again, that High Priestess energy, secrets, not revealing all of who you are at first glance. There's an energy around you, Scorpio, of perhaps being a little bit harder to get to know at first glance. You know, once you scratch the surface, there's a lot of depth there. And I feel that other people around you, they'll either stick around and get to know you on that deeper level, or they won't. You know, they'll only just they won't even get to scratch the surface.
Yeah, it's very black and white energy, isn't it? It's either one way or the other.
Yeah.
But I think the people who do get to know you will stick around.
Yeah, it's that kind of feeling. Yeah. Now, Richard has pulled a card from the Mausoleo Oracle.
Yeah, it's the Prince, the Forgotten Adversary. I'm just going to read a little bit of the description here. Although he himself has no memory, the Prince reminds us that to dwell on disgrace, sorrow and loss has an impact on the world around us. Sometimes unlooked for benefits and sometimes ironic self-sabotage. And you know, with those unlooked for benefits, what we're talking about there, I think, is the pain and how we can grow through pain. But you know, that's the thing with Scorpio. Scorpio is the only sign that goes through a death cycle. I mean, the card of Scorpio is death. And there's two animals that we talk about with Scorpio, right? We've got the scorpion and then we've got the eagle. Mm-hmm. And that's what you become, Scorpio, once you've gone through this death cycle. Mm. I'm not saying it's easy. I'm not saying it's something that isn't without pain. Mm. But that's the lot of Scorpio. But the benefits at the end of all of this are so great for you.
Got the moon at the bottom of the deck, which speaks about being on that journey towards discovery. So let's start with the status of this relationship. How you view this person or the situation, the strengths of the relationship, the challenges, advice on what to do, advice on what not to do, what's hidden or unexpected, and the potential outcome.
I've got Judgment in reverse on the bottom of the deck. And we have the status of the relationship, how this person views you, Scorpio, strengths, weaknesses, what this person should keep doing, what they should stop doing, what's hidden for this person, and the outcome if nothing changes.
Don't forget, you could also check out our self-repair playlist for more readings that are done in this style as well, if this one doesn't end up resonating. But let's take a look, Scorpio. We've got Page of Cups in the reverse. Well, it kind of feels to me like it's an energy of coming forward step by step and meeting rejection. It feels like meeting rejection, but it's a small rejection. It's a rejection of just who you are on the surface. It's not a rejection of who you are as a person. It feels to me like coming forward with an offer, an invitation, something like that, and the other person rejecting it. But it feels more about something that isn't really about you or about you as an individual person. It feels more...
It's all surface.
It feels surface, yeah.
It's all superficial. We were talking about this earlier with these two oracle cards. And we were saying how there's going to be people who are going to want to get to know you, and then people who don't want to get to know you.
Yeah.
I get this as being that kind of energy, the person who's unwilling to dig deeper.
Yeah, yeah.
Who's only
Keep it on the
interested,
surface.
it's only interested in what's on the surface.
Yeah.
But we all know that surface relationships are never really workable.
Not in the long term.
Not in the long term, no. Definitely not. Okay, let's look at the status of the relationship over here. We've got the Hierophant. Yeah, this has an air of traditionalism about it, somebody who wants to follow the rules.
Let's have a look and see what how you view this person or the situation. We've got the Queen of Wands in the reverse. It feels like a dimming of the light to me. It feels like a rejection of who you are, making yourself feel less than. I get an energy around this of comparisons, comparing yourself to other people, and finding yourself wanting in some way.
Judging yourself because you've been rejected, but not realising you've been rejected because this person hasn't been willing to dig deeper.
Right.
That's what you're trying to say, right, Michelle?
Exactly.
Yeah. Look at this over here. A lot of earth energy on this side of the chart. We've got the Hierophant and we've got the Queen of Pentacles here in the upright. So even though, you're seeing yourself this way, I feel like you might be having a judgment of this person that might be more than what they deserve.
Okay, let's have a look and see what the strength is. We've got the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. It may just be a question of timing being off here. When we talk about change, it feels to me like something is blocked. Some kind of change is blocked here with that wheel. Now it's coming up as a strength, which tells me that this is allowing for time. Time, perhaps for the other person to level up, to go through a particular cycle, or time for you. But whoever needs the time here to go through some kind of personal transformation, that's why there's been some kind of rejection here. But again, I pick it up as a small rejection. It's not something like this person is saying, "Oh, get out! I never want to see you again." It just feels to me like not now.
Yeah, actually, what I'm seeing is, especially this Queen of Pentacles here, this person views you as being too good for them, and that's why they're rejecting you. And it's all got to do with them.
Yeah.
It's got nothing to do with you.
Right.
What does this person need in order to be more accepting? Well, they need to work on themselves and they need more time, right?
Yeah.
Well, let's look over here at the strength. The Hanged Man. You see, this is good energy. It's a willingness to work on oneself and sacrifice what needs to be sacrificed in order to grow.
Yeah.
So looking at this, I'm seeing this as a situation now that I'm kind of getting a greater feel for what's going on here, is that we're looking at a person with whom you could actually have a relationship. And I think something good as well. The problem is they see themselves as being not good enough for you. And they need and can work on themselves in order to get to the point where they can realize that they are.
Yeah, exactly. The challenge is the Three of Wands. You're waiting for this person. It feels like it's an energy of not now, but later.
But again, waiting for that success.
Yeah.
And having the patience.
The patience
to wait for that success.
Yeah.
Over here, strength. Look at that. Eight of Swords in reverse. Again, I see it as being similar energy to this Hanged Man as the strength, in that the strength is being able to grow and being able to sacrifice what needs to be sacrificed. The weakness here is actually being able to let go.
Yeah.
And trying to hold on to things that shouldn't be held on to. They're kind of dichotomous energies in their own way, but they do match up.
Yeah, one person here feels like this can't happen because of there's something that they're restricting, a formulation of a partnership or a relationship, but it's because they're being very self-critical. It's kind of like they're putting failure, they're projecting failure onto this relationship before it even starts. Like, oh, that can't possibly work, or, something like that. So we'll see. What to do? We have the Ten of Cups in the reverse. Well, it's about issues of belonging, where we belong, who we belong with. It's like Richard said at the beginning, the people who will stick around and get to know you. That's your soul tribe, right? I don't feel we're talking about blood relations here.
No.
I feel this is about the soul family, the people that we meet along the way that get us, the people that we're meant to get. There's that connection.
But the reality is, at times, it's going to seem like it's a desert out there because it's just going to be luck as to whom you meet and when you meet them, as to how willing they're going to be to scratch your surface, Scorpio.
Or a question of divine timing, being patient, waiting for this tribe to arrive.
Yeah, but it could just be a numbers game as well. And I think the danger is not putting yourself out there because you feel like it's not possible.
Right.
And I think that's a mistake. I really do. I think it's a matter of putting yourself out there and putting yourself in a position to be accepting of these people when they come into your life.
Yeah.
Okay, let's take a look at what this person should keep doing. We have the Six of Cups. So it's about fond memories, I think. I get this from learning from the past. Looking back at the past, learning from it, but not dwelling there.
Right.
So I was talking earlier about this prince here, the forgotten adversary, someone who dwells in pain, in sorrow. While the pain and the sorrow do have a purpose, and that is to make us grow, it's not where we want to stay, and it's not where we want to live.
Let's have a look and see what the advice and what not to do. We've got the Three of Swords in the reverse. So I feel that this is about discounting how it feels. It's about not burying the pain, not repressing pain associated with people who don't want to get to know. It feels like you've suffered some kind of rejection here, Scorpio, surface-based, purely on something that feels more about the other person, but you're the one that feels like they're suffering now.
Right.
That suffered the pain now. And you may be looking at the other person just going on with their lives, but that doesn't mean they're not in pain as well. I think it's just more on the interior. They're not expressing it.
But, I see with this Three of Swords in reverse, understanding.
Yeah.
Right? Understanding why this person isn't on board with what you want to be on board with.
Right.
And the thing is, I think it's all got very much to do with them thinking that you're out of their league.
Yeah.
Over here, what this person should stop doing. We have the Nine of Pentacles. That's a card of self-worth. It's again thinking that you, Scorpio, are too good for them. And I think that's what they've got to stop doing.
Yeah. It's kind of like putting someone up there on the pedestal and believing that they're not attainable, possibly because of again, I get it, more superficial reasons. What they have or what they feel. It's like looking at someone's house or someone's bank account, or what kind of handbag they have, and believing that person is not on their level because of those more very superficial things. It's a rejection here that's based on something very small that shouldn't even have been, I think, part of the equation. But in this person's mind, there's something there that they just don't feel like they can live up to. Yeah, but again, I don't feel that it's got anything to do with you, Scorpio. You haven't said, oh, you're not on my level, or I expect you to be a certain way. You haven't said any of these things. It's the other person here that's projected that onto you, and they're rejecting what your image is. It's kind of like someone who shows a lot of self-worth, a lot of confidence in themselves. And so the other person feels like they can't attain that they become intimidated by it. So what do? They try and chip away, right? Just by very small things, small rejections of you, Scorpio, to make you feel less than, to kind of bring you down a few pegs, to kind of make them come up a little bit in their own mind. Now, is this what they should be doing? No. They should be trying to raise themselves, not lower yours.
Exactly, yeah.
So the energy around you is one, not to fall into the trap of comparing yourself to people who this person may appear to be accepting of, and instead not being afraid to be who you are, to stand true and stay your course, knowing yourself and knowing your worth. Very high priestess energy around this, not letting anyone treat you as less than because of their own insecurities, rather than it being accepting of you as a whole person. That's what it feels like.
See, Scorpio is all about growth. It's all about leveling up.
Yeah.
And it's not about regression. And it's not about you lowering yourself to what somebody else believes you should be.
Right.
It's quite the opposite.
Yeah. Let's have a look and see what's hidden. Yeah, Seven of Wands reversed. They're trying to lower your resistance. They're trying to beat you down, so to speak.
Well, they're trying to remove your boundaries. What's hidden?
Yeah, but they love you.
You see, that's the thing. They love you. It's crazy.
It is crazy.
It's absolutely crazy. The thing is, they feel like the way to get you is to lower you to their level.
Which it isn't. but goodness, drives me crazy.
It's maddening, isn't it?
Two of Wands in reverse. Well, the thing is, this person is going to be back. I get them circling back around here and coming back. The thing is...
Hopefully, after they've done some work on themselves...
Hopefully.
And realised what they've missed out on.
Yeah. It's like someone's tried to play some kind of weird power game or mind game here. They've rejected you to make you feel like you're not all that, but yet they're going to come back realising that they love you.
Here we go. Queen of Wands in reverse is the outcome. So this is the outcome if nothing changes. If things stay the way they stay right now, this is what's going to happen. They're going to still have this opinion of you and still try to bring you down, even though they really do need to take a different course.
Yeah.
And the thing is, Scorpio, you can't be accepting of this person in this present state. You need to make sure that they have rejected what they need to reject about themselves and sacrificed that. Worked on letting go of the things that they need to let go of. I'm not saying it's going to be easy for them. I mean, both of these cards show it's going to be difficult, but it doesn't mean that they can't do it. But the present time is not the right time to be with this person. In fact, I don't say wait for them. I would never say wait for them. I'd say you need to go live your own life. Put yourself out there. Put yourself in situations where you can be finding those people who are willing to scratch the surface and get to know you at a deeper level and understand you at a deeper level. See, this person doesn't.
No. It's all about meeting the right people at the right times, the ones that are going to connect with you, see who you are, value you, and want to be on your team, basically. This person at the moment doesn't feel like they can be on your team, although deep down I think they want to. But they are going to come back around. The thing is, I don't think you need to go out searching for this soul tribe of yours. I feel like you're going to attract them to you.
Yeah, but you have to, yes, but you can't do so by isolating yourself.
No.
You still have to put yourself out there so you can be attractive to people.
Yeah.
It's like saying, well, a magnet is going to attract another magnet. Yes, that's true, but if you put a magnet in a box away from all the other magnets, it's not going to attract anything.
That's true.
But if you put that magnet out there, naturally what's going to happen is people are going to gravitate to you.
Yeah. And I think that that's what's going to happen here. I do see this person coming back, but I see other people as well.
Absolutely. And that's why you shouldn't wait for this person. But understand it's not about you, Scorpio. This one's not about you.
Yeah.
It's about them, and it's about what they need to do to get their own house in order.
So we'll see where this goes in part 2, guys. I hope that you join us there. The link is below in the descriptions box, and that will be on the Vimeo channel. Be about another 30 or so minute reading. So please do join us there if this is resonating. If you would prefer a personal reading, you can email gypsyinsights@gmail.com. Also, don't forget to press that thumbs up button and leave us a comment. And if you're a newcomer, don't leave without subscribing. We'd love to have you guys. Appreciate each and every one of you. And please do enjoy the rest of the month here. Wishing you the best. And don't forget to check out our self-repair playlist if this one doesn't resonate, guys. Those are readings that are done in this style, but they're not sign or time dependent. Wishing you the best, Scorpio. Please take care and bye for now.
Thanks, Scorpio. Goodbye and good luck.